All right. Good afternoon, everyone.
Can't do that. I got my bat wings going.
Uh-oh. Welcome to the barn, everybody, where we cut up and talk about whatever and reselling. We try and throw that in there
occasionally. A little bit
occasionally.
about reselling and a lot about nothing else.
A lot about nothing else. Teresa's already got something to talk about. She's busting at the gut to tell us something big has happened to her today. So
Brad probably read it. Did you read it, Brad?
No, I haven't been. I didn't look in Discord today.
See, me and Brad's been busy today. We ain't had time to gossip.
Okay, hold on. I'm reading, catching up on the note.
Chris got back from vacation and I was working, so
Chris didn't go on vacation. Chris ain't going on vacation. All right, take off, Teresa.
Oh my gosh. So we were out garage selling today. Two things. The first one, we got recognized by somebody.
Oh wow, you're famous now.
That's two now. But
yeah, would that be because you wore the shirt that says Grams and Pots Vintage?
I do, but my my fanny pack goes across it, so you can't see it. Okay. So, but we walk into a garage sale, and the lady's like, Corey and I are talking, we're looking stuff up or whatever, and the lady says to Corey, "I know you." Corey's like, "I'm sorry." But we start talking. Well, she bought something from us a year ago, and she's been watching us faithfully ever since.
Cool.
She has gotten into reselling, and she sells car parts. So she has shelving in her garage that's full of car parts.
Sweet.
So that was one thing. That was pretty cool. We sat and talked to her for like, I don't know, half hour. Yes. Hold on. I'll show you.
Todd said that's kind of different. You're wearing your fanny on your chest.
Hold on. I'll show you if I can find my fanny pack.
Sorry. Yeah.
I got to find my...
I just got...
here it is.
Everybody's there.
Okay. I got to make this way longer because it won't fit across my boobs.
Well, that's why it goes around your waist, Teresa.
No, we don't wear it around our waist. That's too uncomfortable.
Hello, Marcia.
This one's going to be super small, but I normally it's way down lower, so it sits like this.
Yeah.
Then I
so
can
hey, you can clip your GoPro. That's a good idea because you can clip your GoPro right there on that little strap right there across the shoulder. And
I could, but we don't record our garage sales. So
well.
Nope. Okay, so you want to hear the second thing? It is freaking hilarious.
Okay.
I about peed my pants talking to Corey about it. That's how funny it was.
So you're only going to tell 12 people, so
that's good. Okay. I'll tell all 12. The important ones are in here. Marsha's in here. Major Win is in here.
Yeah.
King G is in here.
King G, Todd.
The International Woman of Mystery.
Yes, International Woman of Mystery is here.
That's great. I will tell the 12 people. It was freaking hilarious. So we're walking back from a garage sale back to the car, right? Corey stops at the back of the car, and all he says is, "It's shit on me." And I'm like, what are you even talking about? Are you ready? I took a picture of it.
What did you buy, a doll?
A bird shit.
So Corey,
oh my God, you guys will not believe how bad I died laughing. Like, I'm like, oh my God, what is the odds?
Corey got dive bombed.
He did. And then he's like, what do I do? I'm like, hey, you need to get a paper towel. Because we always, when we go to, gas stations or fast food places, we always take the extra napkins and we shove them in my center console.
Right.
So we have them for later. And so, oh my God, I was dying. I was rolling, trying not to pee my pants, laughing at him being shit on by a bird.
All right, question. I'm going to have to rate this video already. I see it happening. Question. Question. I'm sorry. I'm seeing an unfamiliar person in the chat that
Marketplace
I don't
Boutique.
Yes. Have they been here before?
I've never seen it.
Well, I would just like to say, welcome to the Trainwreck Marketplace Boutique.
Marketplace Boutique. Let us know your name. We won't remember it, but you can tell it to us.
I will remember it because I care.
So you want to know how bad it was? That lady that knew who Corey and I were. She told me her name, and as soon as we got out of the garage sale, I had to text it to Corey so that I remember it.
That's one trick for remembering things.
It is.
Did you promote all your stuff?
She already watches us. So she doesn't do TikTok. She doesn't have TikTok. But I told her if she has questions, reach out to me on Instagram or Facebook, and I can help you out if you need help. So
nice.
I make friends everywhere I go. Jody. Corey doesn't, but I do.
Nice
look at who's in the house.
Jody. Welcome, Jody. Welcome to us. Chad, I'm very disappointed in your nap time decisions on Tuesday because I had some really, really important information to ask you. With that said, Chad, if you can find me on Instagram, please send me your address. I have something I would like to send you.
I don't think I even have his address.
Yeah. So he's listing vintage board games. That's awesome.
No, I did not buy vintage board
games. But I got
to
thinking about it. Huh?
Go ahead.
Well, I got to thinking about what I had, and then I was like, and you guys know because y'all was there Tuesday, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to send it to Chad. I need his address.
I don't remember what it was. Oh,
yeah.
Maybe I do. Maybe I do. Yeah. Maybe I do.
So, his nap times interrupted my.
Interrupted your thinking?
Yeah, interrupted my thinking Tuesday.
Oh, God.
Chad's address is available on OnlyFans.
Oh, that's horrible.
So, Brad, tell everyone your traveling adventures that you had Monday and Tuesday.
That's old news, dude.
What time did you get home on Tuesday, Brad?
There's some people in here that don't watch Reseller Therapy.
It was after 10 our time.
Holy cow.
So we stopped and ate with Josh and Tara, Rebellious Road Resale.
Hey, did they tell you
about
that they're coming to South Dakota?
Oh no, they didn't mention that.
Oh, so you got to meet them, Brad?
Yeah, met them twice already.
That's right. Yeah, I've met them twice.
I'm jealous.
Meet everybody, and I don't get
called when we were going. They called when we were going through Knoxville, and we were probably about 5 miles from where they wanted to meet up. So we stopped and ate with those guys.
Was that fun?
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. We talked a lot of reselling actually, and just had some fun and broke tortilla together.
You went to the Mexican restaurant?
Yeah. And
that's okay. I just messaged her and asked her why she's hanging out with my other friends.
Yeah. And then it took a little longer on the back end at that point because like it started raining hard. Like we had another tornado come through where we live, and it was just it was just like it was raining so hard. I was having to do about 45 on a like a 70-mile road. Everybody was just crawling. So, but we got home safe and sound. That was all that mattered. So,
did you get it all listed already?
Today,
Tanya's been listing out of it. So we sold, I think she said we'd sold $117 out of it today.
What did you do with the ACK and the Millennium Falcon and stuff like that?
The AT-AT and the Millennium Falcon are with everything else that's sitting in our living room.
We had a conversation this last week about
we talked about
space.
We listened to it.
Yeah, I watched that show. I told Tammy, I says that's exactly the way Marigold was, and we don't have that issue anymore.
So we came to the conclusion, Tanya and I, as we were like listening to that video while we were working, I guess yesterday morning, is that you and Corey and Tanya and I are all the same people, but like there are some ways you and Tanya are just alike, and then there's some ways that you and I are alike. And it's
that's
like
what Corey said, because I don't remember what we were discussing, and he's like, "Yeah, you and Brad are like a lot alike." I'm like,
"Yeah,
how are Brad and I a lot alike? He's a type A, and I'm not a type A. Type 9, type 1."
So like the ways that you and I are alike are in this is that like you were saying that like you can't let something go like whenever. So like if, for example, if we're watching a movie and I see a character that I know from like I've seen in another movie, I cannot think any more about the movie we're watching until I figure out which movie I saw that person in. So like I always got to just figure things out. And then the ways in which I'm like Corey is like you were saying that like you know, you got stuff in the house and you can do all that blah blah. And then Corey was talking about how he's anxious and stuff, and it's like so like we're flip flop. Like Tanya, the mess doesn't bother her. She's working and it's all good. Whereas me, I'm like I need to get it straightened out. It needs to be in order.
See, I will tell you, I have 2 spots in my house currently that have stuff in it. There's a spot right next to my kitchen table that I stacked everything I need to bring out here in. And then I have a tote and a box on top of my Christmas tree that I have not taken downstairs yet because it's super freaking heavy.
All right.
So
I'll tell you what.
Somebody wants the Enneagram.
I'll find it again.
Enneagram. The M&M-agram.
Whatever, Eminem-gram.
Tell you what I'll do. I'll pull.
Jody just sold a bracelet. Nice job. Hit that thumbs up. You'll sell something, guys.
You can't, if you don't make promises, your butt can't cash, Chris.
Well, that's just what they say.
You know, they'll bring a class action lawsuit against you because you.
Is it false promotion, false advertising? Yes. Oh, well, that's what they say. They say you hit the thumbs up, you'll get a cha-ching. I don't know.
That's what it says, but you know, I've done that on Change Show a whole lot, and every great once in a while I will get a sale.
I don't. It's never worked for me. So I mean, I'm just repeating what somebody else says, so they have to sue them.
Sue them. Oh my God.
So, Brad, I'm really curious about the at. Are you going to sell it or are you going to add it to your collection?
I'm probably going to add it to my collection for a while.
Nice.
Hold on, just like talk so much.
It's going to be stored there.
What'd you say?
So y'all talk amongst yourselves just for a second.
Okay.
He's trying to get the link for my Enneagram.
Oh, okay. He's going to mute. Wait, what?
Yeah, that thing.
What did he just do?
He disappeared.
So you might want to
do I need to add that, Brad?
No, I don't know. Did he send it?
No, look at the bottom at the screen.
What about the bottom of the screen? I don't see nothing.
Okay, you don't see what I see. Never mind.
No, I'm not special, remember?
Oh. Well, I can't.
You can add it in, Chris.
Okay, all right. I'll add it in. I just like, what? There we go.
All right.
And we're looking at Brad's feet.
Why are we watching Brad's feet?
Look. Todd
that thing's gonna burn. Are we? Oh, he's taking us in to go see the stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my God. See, that would give me anxiety.
That
would give me anxiety.
Yeah.
Man.
Like I only take a little bit in at a time, not a lot.
Yeah.
So that's all the stuff that holy cow.
It was the place.
Right?
We had to just store it. So or we had to have somebody put it just right away.
You got some golf clubs in there too?
Yeah. That's something else we picked up along the way. So
did you go sourcing in other places as you went?
Yeah. Well, actually,
Tanya found that from the place where we get the Starbucks cups and everything.
Oh, really?
I'll just make them up in just a second.
Hold on, I'm trying to.
Todd said there's bird poop on all that stuff, Brad.
There's not bird poop. There's not bird poop.
Gary, how are you today? Nice, nice grab, Todd.
What's up, Mary? What's up? Brad. No, Tanya did some. She did some sourcing while I was gone, and the people where we get the Starbucks cups and stuff asked if she wanted the clubs, and she told them what she would give, and so she got those. They're brand new. They still got the wrap on the head, the plastic wrap on the heads and stuff. So
what kind of clubs are
they? They are Callaway.
No way!
No way, dude.
Yep. So there's probably a whole iron set there, and with the putter. The one driver, 3 woods. So.
Oh wow, brand new. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I haven't had that exciting of a week. I've been tearing apart Keurig coffee makers.
Yeah.
And listing the insides. Did you know them things that got so the latest one I tore apart was like a dual. It's got the pot and the little K cup sections.
Yeah.
You know them things got 3 different types of motors in them.
Really?
Yeah, they got like one huge water pump, and then another little small water pump, and another little motor, and it's got all kinds of stuff in there. So one of them coffee pots that I picked up from the dump's got about $150 in parts in it. So
Chris, is that the dump you're not supposed to be going into?
Nope, it's a completely different one. I can't go to anyone. I went to let me tell you, oh my god.
Look at what I did.
Oh my god. We went to a different one today over in the kind of it's in the same county, but the next town over.
Okay.
And I asked the guy, I was dumping some metal in the metal bin, and I asked the guy, I said, hey, if I stop down there at the electronic bin, would it be possible if there's something in there, like a VCR, DVR, something like that I might want to pull out? Would that be okay? And he says, sure, it won't be no problem if you'd like the law to show up at your door. And I was like, okay. So, I mean, they're like prosecuting folks for pulling stuff out of trash down there. But anyway, let me tell you what I saw. This is crazy. We were throwing stuff in the metal bin. You know, Brad, now check this out. Where is Leroy? Leroy needs to be here. So there is, they have Craftsman wrenches for tractor trailer trucks. They're like really, really huge. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
In the bottom of this dumpster, I guarantee you, there were 100 of them down there. And I said, oh my God, I meant to get a picture and take a picture, a camera and take my phone and take a picture so I can show you guys. But I guarantee you there's 100 of them in the bottom of that thing. And I was talking to a guy about, he says, I don't know what's wrong with folks, man. That's just crazy. Those wrenches are almost brand new. Man, I just
Did you snatch them up?
No, I couldn't get them. I'd go to jail, he said.
Might be worth it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I was just like, man, I couldn't believe it. I guarantee you if there was 100.
I bet as soon as everybody left, he took them.
Huh?
I said, I bet as soon as everybody left, he took them.
Oh, well, I don't know how he got down in there to get them. You'd have to have a magnet on a string to go to, because this is like a big dump. It's like big bins, and you're off on a concrete thing to where you're standing at the top, and it's way deep, and you'd have to have a magnet on a string to reach down in there and get them. But I mean, I just could not believe it, man. I mean, I was just like, that's just crazy, absolutely crazy. If I could have got those, if it was legal for me to attempt to get those, I would have probably crawled down in there. I ain't gonna lie, because I guarantee you that was $4,000 or $5,000 of wrenches down there.
Was that just?
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, is that just some kind of policy they have, or?
It must be, man. I mean, I can go to Georgia and get anything I want.
See, you can't go through the landfills here either.
I mean, I don't understand that. I mean, I really don't. It's.
I think
trash.
part of it is they don't. Well, I can tell you this: the landfill that we have access to here, like the appliances go to one spot, the mattresses and stuff go to another spot, the boxes, cardboard and that goes to another spot, and like construction debris goes to another spot, and household goods, like regular household, it's either regular household trash or like, furniture and that type of stuff. It all goes into big roll-off dumpsters. Well, and so they don't want people crawling in them.
I can tell you one, like,
I can understand that.
Here's my guess on it. So the Goodwills in our area, and this probably is everywhere, but our Goodwills have this where you can't, the carts they bring out, they don't want you digging through them. And
until they put it away.
But they did until they put it away. And they didn't really enforce it. And then they started, they said at one of our places, said they were going to start enforcing it like pretty hard, because somebody had reached down in there and there was broken glass, and they sliced themselves wide open. So it's like, they don't need the liability.
I understand completely that they don't want people to jump down the dumpsters and all that. I completely get that because that's a liability and all that. But on the electronic dumpster, the one I always pull from, the sucker is probably, it's just one of them big dumpsters, but it's probably about this high, but it's about 24 feet long and about maybe 14 feet wide or whatever, you know, and so you can reach right over in it. I mean, if I stand on my tippy toes, I can near about reach the bottom of it. So it's not like I'm jumping in a dumpster there. So I don't understand. I just, you know, I mean, it's a rule. It's a rule. You know, it is what it is, you know, but I wish Leroy was here because I do have a question about tool parts, electronic parts for tool stuff, because I do know of a location that I can go to right now, and I can go to a dumpster and I can pull out all kinds of tools that have been tested and stuff, and maybe something might be wrong with it, and then they just throw it away. I mean, it could be a cracked casing and they just throw it away. So I was just curious with Leroy, is there a market for tools being parted out?
I would
Leroy's
say
not here today.
I would say, yeah, there is. My son found or somebody gave him a table saw, and he wound up fixing it. But he was looking on eBay, and like just all the parts off of like a Delta table saw. That's nothing special. That's like what used to be the Lowe's brand, I think, you know,
right.
like the cheap brand. And like, but people buy parts to fix their Delta table saws. I'm like, you know, you probably could go buy a new one for just a couple of the prices of the parts. But anyway,
right.
You know, people like to fix things. I get it.
Yeah, these would be like the innards of drills and stuff like that. Battery power tools, the innards and stuff as well.
The innards.
Yes, the innards. So I wish Leroy was here tonight. I don't know where he's at, but
he may be in. He said it depends on if he's at his house or if he's at the shop. But yeah, he'll probably drop in.
That's something I want to ask him and talk with him about. So, because I could go right now and it's the dumpster's full. I mean, I could get a trailer and fill a trailer up full of that stuff. That's how lucrative. I think lucrative is lucrative the right word. I think lucrative.
That is. Yeah, the right word.
That's how lucrative it is. You know. So. What?
DM Ephemera wants to know if they missed the Pick on Chris session.
It ain't started yet, buddy. So you're on time.
No, it has not.
Kick it off. Kick it off. Ball's in your court.
In whose court? Mine?
No, DME's.
Oh, yeah, you could go ahead and start. Hey, but they want to know if there's parts to fix the Dolphins and the Cowboys, too.
I wish, Todd. Both of our teams would be better off if there were.
Yeah, that's funny, man. That's hilarious. Hey, didn't Dolphins get a new quarterback?
No, they drafted Ewers.
No clue.
They drafted Ewers, but I don't, you know, he'll be a backup or.
Yeah, good luck with that one. Okay. All right, we're doing kind of reselling worlds. I got a new eBay update to announce. I don't know if anyone knows about this. Yes, it's a new, it has not, I will say this, what in the world?
It's a Playmobil kite.
Oh, cool. So this update, from my understanding, is going to roll out June 1st, but it is not rolling out for America, USA yet.
What would that be?
It's all over the rest of the world. So it has to do with promoted listings. So,
yeah, I saw this.
So Brad knows what I'm talking about. So with promoted listings across the world other than the US, what's going to happen is, so right now, if you have an item promoted at 10% and somebody purchases or somebody clicks on your item through a promoted ad, and then they purchase that item, you're charged 10%. Or if that person leaves and they don't purchase your item, but then the next person finds that item that you have promoted at 10% and they find it organically and then they purchase the item, you don't pay an ad fee. Well, the new update that's going across the whole world, except for the US, is that if you have an item promoted, we'll say 10%, somebody comes in there, say Teresa comes and looks at your item, clicks on your item, looks at it through a promotion, and sees that item, and then she doesn't buy that item and she leaves eBay forever. She never comes back to eBay. She does nothing with it. She deletes the app and all that. She's gone. The next person that finds that listing, whether it's spit
it out, Chris. Come on. Did you get a brain fart?
Through organic or promoted.
Yes, the next person that finds that listing through organic or promoted, and they buy that listing, you as a seller are charged the 10% fee.
Are you sure? Are you sure that's what that is?
Yes. If an organic person finds it, if they click on it after this person over here. So if one person finds it through the ad and then they don't buy it, but this next person finds it organically, because they've bought it within the 30 days that another person has seen it through an ad, within that 30 days, the seller is still charged the 10% ad fee. Yeah. Marcia says right there, if it's still within 30 days, that's correct. Yeah.
So where did you get this information? I mean, where'd you hear this information?
I will for Pickin Sports Reddit on the eBay update thing. He does an eBay update every week. I'm going to see if I can find his actual video, and then I will post the link in the chat.
See, that sounds...
if they do that, that's BS.
That's horrible.
Impossible. That sounds like, to me, that sounds like somebody misread something. But if that's what that is, that's crazy.
Yeah, he read it out, and talked about it and stuff. Let's see here. Let's see.
Hey, what's up, Dave's Decades?
Okay, here we go. Right here.
Dave.
Let me see how I can.
I'm trying to find 2025 seller updates. All I can find is 2024.
Like, that just seems like that couldn't even be possible.
Share, copy links. There we go. Copy links. Let's get over here.
Yeah, but see that. Hold on though. So just because one person interprets it that way, unless you read it yourself, see, I would have to read it myself because, no offense, I don't watch Pickin Sports at all.
But there's the link that you can go see the video, and then you can read exactly what he's reading and then interpret it there. But I will say that this has not rolled out. This is I think it's June 1st is when this is supposed to happen, but it's not for the U.S. It's for every other country in the world that has an eBay. So,
I find that just almost near impossible to believe that they would even try to do that. But I'm not saying they're not. I'm just saying it.
Let's see if I can really see.
Yeah, like I said, to me, it may be that one person read it one way and somebody else read it a different way. So that's just where I would come from. But
I ain't gonna lie to you. If I'd have watched this video from somebody else other than Pickin Sports, I wouldn't have put any stock into it. But because it was him, because he's pretty accurate on he's pretty accurate on everything.
So other people, have y'all heard this? In the people in the chat, have you guys heard this? I think one other person commented that I think they'd kind of heard this.
Yeah, Marcia said that she was talking about the thing within 30 days.
Were they talking about it on
Rebellious Rose Resale Sales says we heard it too. It sounds right what he is saying, or something along those lines. Here it is right here.
I don't know how they could do that and not say it's anything other than just the biggest cash grab that they could do.
I would say,
yeah, that's all that is. I mean,
because right now, if somebody, I think the way it works right now, don't quote me on it, but I've heard other people say it, that if somebody comes and shops on eBay and they click on something through your promoted listing, but they come back through your store, whatever, in a certain amount of time frame, you can still be charged that promoted listing, even if it's not promoted anymore.
Man, say that one more time.
It's always been that way with.
I'm sorry, Teresa. I missed what you said.
If somebody comes on your store through a promoted listing and they don't buy it, but they come back to your store you may get still charged a promoted listing on another item because they have already been to your store through a promoted item.
Because that's how they
you know what I mean?
That's how they found your store. That's how they found your item.
And I believe that's how that works. Yeah.
Well, it's the same thing. It's almost like with affiliate links. If you click on an affiliate link and go to a page on Amazon, like
for 24 hours.
Yeah, no matter what page you go to or where you buy anything from through that link, the person who had the affiliate link gets paid for that. But with us promoting, I can't. It's hard for me to believe that like one person can see the item through the affiliate, through the promoted listing, and then somewhere else someone finds it organically, and I'm going to get charged a promoted listing fee because someone else saw it, because someone's always going to see your listing.
Yeah, so that, I mean, straight from, hold on.
I know that sometimes when I sell something, there's not an ad fee, and sometimes there is, and I'm assuming the reason that is because
here, which means that there's no way that somebody hasn't seen my listing through a promoted listing.
Right.
So,
now that piece would, but the question is, so is it just that item, or is it anything? Like on us, we quit promoting anything over $100.
Yeah.
So that we didn't get charged promotion fee on the higher dollar item.
Yeah, the $10. Yeah, get that. Yeah.
So if this were true, it would mean that someone could look at a $10 item with through a promoted listing, and you're going to get charged a promoted listing on your $100 item, even though you haven't promoted it at all.
I hope not.
Yeah, no, that's not. I don't think that's how that works.
That would just be impossible. I mean, I'm not saying it's impossible.
I think what happens is if somebody comes in your store through a promoted listing and they look at that specific listing, if they leave your store and don't buy anything, but within the next 30 days, they come back and they buy, I believe they have to buy that same listing in order for you to be charged. If they buy another listing because they come back to your store, that's organically. That means they saved your store and they're just going through your items, right? And
if that's what they're saying, and they're saying you get charged for a promoted on this other item, that I understand.
Here is exactly, this is going to take a minute to read, but here's exactly what it says. The message that they sent out to, like, for, looks like eBay UK, eBay France, eBay Italy, eBay Spain, eBay Australia were the ones that got this. It says, as a user of eBay advertising, we want to make you aware of a campaign strategy or a general strategy campaigns on eBay starting June 24th. Items promoted on a general strategy will use the following attribution definition when reporting sales and charging ad fees. An attributed sale, sorry, I can't read, people. An attributed sale will be when any buyer purchases the promoted item within 30 days of any ad click, regardless of whether the buyer themselves clicked on the ad. The item must be promoted at the time of click and the time of sale.
Okay,
the seller will be.
Go rewind about 2 lines there and
regardless.
Any attributed sale will be when any buyer purchases the promoted item within 30 days of any click on the ad. So if somebody clicks on your ad every single day, 30 days out for all of it, and then it says regardless of whether the buyer themselves clicked on the ad. So if they're not the one that clicked on the ad, but somebody did 29 days ago.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. So that's what we're talking about. If they did not use the promoted listing, but they click on the ad anyway because somebody else has already clicked on it, you're still being charged a promoted listing.
So it says, hold on. The item will be promoted. The item must be promoted at the time of the click and the time of the sale. The seller will be charged the ad rate at the time of sale. Learn more. You'll still only pay when your item sells, so this will remain the same. As always, we recommend monitoring your performance and adjusting your strategy. So to me, that's just saying if you promote your stuff, we're not going to let it be organic anymore. We're just going to charge you the ad fee because somebody clicked on your listing within the last 30 days.
Exactly.
That's BS.
Exactly. That's exactly what they're
BS.
saying.
Hey,
so
eBay.
I think what they're doing for that, to me, what they're doing for that is, in a way, they're flipping your account almost to the pay-per-click. No matter what. I mean, it's not pay-per-click, but it's similar because it is the same concept, which is BS.
And it could be because
let me interpret it like this. If it's the way that it's being interpreted here, they're saying if your listing gets any advantage at all from promoted listings, meaning like someone looked at it and clicked on it because it was promoted, then we're going to get our cut because the system was used for that purpose.
The only way around it is
not promoting.
No, not promoting, but there's really no way around it. You just put your item up and relist it every day because then you can't get charged an ad fee if somebody clicks on it daily.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is so not the way to run promoted ads.
No, I don't agree with that.
The way.
So, but here's another side of this that I'm looking into a little bit deeper. What's that?
I was saying Mary McQueen just said the perfect thing. So Ryan, that must be your son. I think that's her son. Says that a competitor can come in and click on your ad and just click on it, and then you got to pay that promotion for anybody that comes in and buys your stuff because you have an ass of a competitor.
That could be taking place right now with the click ad promotion. You pay
you're talking the pay-per-click. Well, I'm sorry.
Yeah. So they can do that now.
Here's my opinion on that. For anybody that uses pay-per-click on eBay, you're dumb. One, because
idiots.
Well, okay, that's my opinion. Take it with what it is. That's my opinion. The only reason I say that is because running a company that did pay-per-click ads, we had the same stuff. So we knew where we could set our ad promotion rate at because we were always selling the same thing. But when you're like an everything seller like us, it does no good whatsoever to run pay-per-click ads. None. Right. You're better off running the standard promotions because at least then, you may get it seen or whatever. But pay-per-click is not for eBay. If you're running, and selling the same stuff over and over and over again, fine. But when you're creating new products every single day, pay-per-click is not going to work the right way for you.
All right. Well, let me say this. I want to send eBay's never going to see this podcast and they're never going to hear me say this, but I'm going to say it for their benefit anyway. I'm a very loyal person. So am I. And if somebody does something good for me, I'm like, they're my dog for life, right? eBay is teaching me what kind of relationship they want to have.
Yep.
And it's purely transactional. So eBay, I would have stayed with you forever. But when the day comes that you're no longer the top dog and I have a platform that is better than you, I will leave you in a heartbeat. And some people will say, well, that's what 100%. You should do. Some people will say that's what you should do anyway. And I understand, but I just want you to know I won't have any emotional tie to you at all. You have taught me what this relationship is.
Okay, for anybody that has kids in the house, make sure you cover their ears because I'm about to give you a piece.
Well, hold on a minute. I want to say something about this too. So here's my take on it, and I've even talked to Tammy about it. So I do dynamic promotions at 10% on every single listing.
Dynamic plus whatever is what Corey does.
So I don't do the plus or minus. I just do 10% flat dynamic. Okay. So here's what I hear. Now I understand that there's going to be resellers out there that's going to flip their lid. The sky's falling, this and that and the other. I get it. I understand we're going to hear that. We're going to see that. And they're going to raise teetotal sand. So here's what my point is. I promote everything 10% dynamically on every single listing. I never, hardly ever check to see if that thing's sold, promoted or not. Why? Because my 10% ad fee there's enough playroom with the 10% ad fee plus the say 13% eBay fee, 23% in fees that's being charged to an item that I sell. There's enough playroom there for what my cost of goods is to what I sell it is. So bottom line is, if you're complaining about it and you think that this one little thing is losing you money, stop buying high cost items and selling them at a few dollars above what you paid for.
That's going to go into my other piece. But Mary, cover your grandkids' ears. Okay? I'm going to give you 2 seconds to cover your grandson's ears.
Watch your words. This is PG.
No, all I'm going to say is, so you can make eBay work for you, but the whole long run, you are working for eBay. I mean, in general, because you need the sales from them, you need their platform, and whatever else. So,
yeah,
I was going to call it something else, but I didn't.
That's not the best way to have a relationship, though.
No, but you know what? Most businesses are that way. Businesses are in it for the money. They are not in it for loyalty at all.
Yeah, exactly. So, but what that means is whenever we're through, we're through. So,
do you think this is going to have an effect on people whether or not they promote their listings now or not?
I don't think so.
No. Hey, I
don't think so. The reason I say that is because coming from a point where we tested the system, like we 100% tested it, saying, okay, we promoted at this amount and we never changed it. And then one day Corey's like, you know what? We're going to stop promoting and we're just going to see what happens. Our sales went from this to this because we didn't promote. But I can't say that about our high ticket items because our over $100 items, they've still been selling. I listed one yesterday and it sold last night. So
right now you said, wait a minute. You say anything over $100.
Yep.
Excuse me. Anything over $100, you do not promote.
Nope.
Okay. So I'm assuming the reason why is because, say, if you sell something $100 at 10%, you're paying a $10 fee on it. Now you're down to $90 plus the other 13%.
But it's from a point of view of anything that we're typically selling over $100, there are very few of. You know what I mean? So
here recently, it's been near about everything, ain't it?
What do you mean? No, we haven't been selling
a lot of $100 items here recently, right?
No.
Oh. Yep.
But now I gotta go look. So like my $399 doll that I sold, right?
Yeah. I need to.
There was only mine and one other one that was new in the box. So why promote that? If somebody knows they're looking for it, why do you need to promote something that there's a 1 or 2 of with 5 sold? You know what I mean? So even if it's a $50 item that you find and it's one of, there's 4 listed and there's 20 sold, why do you need to promote it? You don't, because the sell-through rate is amazing. So if somebody's looking for it, they're going to come look anyway.
I watched a video one time and I messaged a guy after I watched it, because I didn't want to blow it up on his chat feed with the video, but I actually messaged him through Instagram and talked to him about it. So the way he was doing promotions, and I felt it was wrong, and is that when he had a lot of watchers on an item, that's when he would promote. And I would tell him there's no reason to promote if you have a lot of watchers on the items. You're just throwing money away. And he couldn't understand that. So, but I'm like you, if it has a high sell-through rate, I won't promote it at all. Like I just sold that Jaden Daniels rookie card for $95 plus shipping. I did not promote that card at all. I put it on there in 3 hours, it was gone.
Same thing. So we just sold. So my thing that I was talking about yesterday was it was a Pioneer receiver, whatever you want to call the stupid thing, right? Yep. Corey listened to it, knows 100% that it works because the guy was playing it, using it when we bought it from him. I listed it at 9 o'clock last night. And by the time I woke up this morning, I don't know what time it sold, but it had already sold. It's not promoted.
Right. But it has a high sell-through rate.
I was gonna say that doll. So I went and just looked at that doll. It has zero promotion. So I just saved myself 10% on $399 by not promoting it because there's none out there.
Right.
Dave's Decades has got a question in the chat.
So did somebody else earlier on, but
do your items still show up on Google search? So my understanding is I'm not going to say this is gospel. My understanding is if you're just doing standard promoted, not even that shows up on Google search anymore. And it's just on eBay's website that it's promoted. So I don't think it does. I don't think
it does. I think it only does it.
Pay-per-click does. But I don't think promoted standard does at all.
What was the other question, Teresa?
Oh, it was the one above where Mr. Sadie asked, is that more important than Todd and Julie Chrisley getting pardoned?
Oh, they didn't get pardoned. They just got
they got parole. Pardoned.
They got parole.
No, President Trump signed a pardon for them.
Oh, he pardoned them.
He pardoned them.
That's crazy.
I watched that show a long time ago.
Yeah.
The Chrisley.
Well, I'm not 100%. I'm not 100% sure on that thing. If it wasn't their CPA that got them in trouble or not.
I don't know.
I don't know. So I'm not going to speak on it. But they said
I never followed it, so I don't know.
Good for them. I need a pardon. Can I get a pardon?
What did you do?
We won't go into my.
Would you like to know what I did today that I need a pardon for?
Cuss Corey out?
No, I ran a stop sign.
Well,
I ran a stop sign.
What, Brad? What are you doing?
I am looking. Wolfman Sequel. Wolfman said people are paying for billboards, even if that gets no sales.
That is 100%. 100% correct.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. All right.
Crazy.
I, at the advice of Corey and Teresa, have purchased my go-to tapes, performance tape, because I had to. I ordered it when I got home the other day. I just got it in today. I am going to do a test. I'm going to take this performance grade, my go-to tape, and I'm going to stick it on the worst boxes that I have, these recycled boxes.
It's got fingerprints all over it, Brad. It's not going to stick.
Bro, that's just helping the test.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Corey, I use the my go-to tape that's just the 2-inch stuff. That's typically what I use.
How much is the my go-to tape?
I quit using the stuff Leroy sent me because that stuff is a piece of crap.
Yeah.
With the old stuff, that would have came off like very easy.
American Bubble Boy.
Pretty good.
So it's on American Bubble Boy?
Yeah, my go-to tape is by American Bubble Boy.
All right, guys, you can click the link. You can click the American Bubble Boy link below, and you can get you some go order you some my go-to tape.
That's all we use. It pulled
the paper off of the regular cardboard, and it didn't pull the paper off.
You're sitting there swinging it around to see if it sticks.
All right, so they got 3-inch tape there.
They have 3-inch tape and they have standard 2-inch tape.
All right, is Corey building a 3-inch tape dispenser?
I don't know.
He will.
I think he started it. He has 3 different rolls of tape in the house: the 2-inch, the 3-inch, and the 4-inch.
I dropped that bug in here. He's going to do it.
He uses 4-inch. He has
there's 4-inch tape?
Not on my go-to.
Oh.
No. They just have standard 2-inch and 3-inch. The 4-inch stuff, I think we order from Granger or Zorro or something.
So how much is the 3-inch tape on my go-to tape?
If you want the standard grade, which is, hold on, I got.
Wait a minute, does it come in different grades?
Yes. So their standard grade is 2.0 to 2.49 mils. Their performance tape is 2.5 to 2.9, and their extra strength is 3 to 3.4. But for an 8-pack, oh no, what? Oh, it's not changing because I didn't change it. So the 2 mil for 110-yard rolls for an 8-pack is $20.95.
And that's the standard?
Yep.
And what's
but you can go up to 2.1. Oh, that one doesn't even. Oh, they don't have any of that.
What about the
next? They
don't
have any of the other two. They also have economy grade, which is probably their crappy tape. No, that might not be. That comes in, yeah, it is 1.8, and a 6-pack roll of that is $25. But
okay, Marcia said the standard is absolutely good enough. Okay,
yep, that's what we use. That's what I use as a standard. Okay. But for the 3-inch tape, Corey uses the performance.
All right, and it's
I think I think I have a link, like not a link, but a promo code somewhere.
No, well, if you get the promo code, let me know and I'll put it in the thing for you.
I'm pretty sure we're affiliates with.
Well, I know I'm an affiliate.
I just don't know what it is.
And it is in it. The link that's in the description is an affiliate link, everyone. So,
man, you know what? We got a lot of reselling talking going on already.
Hey, Mr. Stady said it right there. Look, check this out. Look right here. I want to tell you something. Look, man, I've thrown away 3 things of tape out of this 6-pack that I got. Look.
Okay.
Look
I hope nobody takes. No, hold on. I hope nobody takes offense to this. Okay, and they probably will. But let me tell you, that looks like a rainbow parade coming to my house when somebody wraps their crap in eBay tape.
Well,
like, look, I'm serious.
I use it to cover up when I have to bad boxes and I got bad ends. That's what I use it for. But I will say this last batch of 8 rolls that I got, or 6 rolls, however many, I think it's 8 rolls that I've got from them, was them absolutely horrible. Every time I've thrown away 3 rolls of this already. Every time
you did what?
Throwed away 3 rolls already.
You didn't throw it away. You threw it away.
I throwed it away.
No, you threw it away.
Anyway, I messaged, and this stuff don't stick to boxes. You gotta go all the way around the freaking box and stick it back to itself in order to seal the box. And I've sent eBay a message. Man, I'm not lying. I sent him a message. I says, "Look, I'm not asking for my money."
They don't give a crap, Chris, right?
Yeah, they're going to charge you promoted listing on somebody else's listing at some point.
Yeah, probably so.
Hey, I said the other day when I was on the road, the eBay tape. When you get a box with all the eBay tape on it, it looks like you're getting a hostage note from a unicorn.
Hey, Leroy. So,
hi, Leroy.
I'm glad you're here. I have an important question for you.
Important.
No, we're already done past that. You said you were going to message him.
No, I never said I was on message him.
Yeah,
I said I'll talk to him, and I said I'll talk to him later. It's later. He's here now, so I'll talk to him now. Real quick, Leroy.
Run, Leroy, run.
I think he looks frozen. He's not moving or nothing. Like, oh, there he goes. There he goes. All right. So, all right, Leroy. So, battery powered and electronic tools like drills, saws, stuff like that. Is there a market for them to be the innards to be parted out? We know you're there. That's my question.
Teresa, I put my screen away. I'm not here for questions. Is there a market for not complete battery operated tools to be sold?
Right, the innards of it.
So
the what?
Innards.
Can you spell that, please?
Innards.
The pieces that go inside the thing. I know what I'm talking about.
I'm dying.
Hold on. Brad's gone, so I can be out of the element right now.
Inards.
So is it called innards sex? Can we have
sex?
So should I ask Sharon if we should have innard sex? Like, what the hell is innards?
Leroy, this is a PG thing, man.
I told you Leroy, Brad was born.
Hold on. Mary's grandson is in the house, so you got to be PG.
Yeah, we got grandkids watching, man.
I said words that are.
Anyway, is there a market for the innards of those pieces?
I'm not into this.
All right, Rad Relics has hit us up with a super duper.
Brad, we need the 2-headed chicken.
Yeah, Brad. Let's see. I think I can figure it out. Hold on a minute.
Yeah, let's let Chris figure it out.
I just like the 2-headed chicken.
Let's see. Which one was it? Was it the one with the wolf or the one with the chickens? Here's the
It's
chicken.
the wolf.
Here we go.
This
is for John. This is for John. That wasn't it.
No,
but did you see the chicken with one head and two bodies, one going each direction?
No, it's the chicken on the wolf that has one body and two heads.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
No, you got to play it again.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He only gets one. He only said $2. You don't get
Okay.
Okay, Leroy. Are the innards pieces that are not complete worth it for Chris?
Tell us about the innards.
You don't want to hear the innards. I think you heard what I said.
No, I didn't. I wasn't listening.
Not you, Brad. Brad didn't hear what I said.
I didn't hear.
No, I got yelled at. I can't say this.
No, he can't say it again. I'll tell you later, Brad.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Are the inner pieces of a drill sellable on eBay? Is that what you're asking me?
What parts are you looking for, Chris?
What I'm asking is there a market for the innards on inside drills, saws, and stuff like that?
What the heck is an innard? I explained what my innards were, and I got in trouble.
Hold on, is my friend DM Ephemera in here because it just hit the fan?
Look, man, I talk the way I talk. You know, I mean, innards.
Sharon, you talk the way you talk. You are a Southerner. What is an innard? What the heck is an innard?
I never heard of it.
You never heard of it?
That's because she's from South Carolina.
No, hold on. There's a difference, though. Hold on, though. There's a difference. There's Southern, and then there's hillbilly. Chris is the hillbilly version, not the Southern version.
Hey, Teresa, Sharon said yes. You're right.
Okay.
So Chris, I asked you, so
Lord.
I'm gonna ask you again. So you're asking me, hey Leroy, you're here. I missed you. I was gonna text you. Are the inner pieces of a drill sellable on eBay?
Yeah, is there a market for them? Correct.
Okay. Because whatever else you were saying, I have no idea. I mean, I wouldn't take it depends. Like if that stuff's like, I wouldn't take that stuff apart. I mean, you could.
Okay, let me clarify. I can go to a dumpster right now, a regular dumpster that's full of battery-powered tools that have been taken apart and tested, and there might be something might be cracked on the drill or something like that, but they just got thrown away. They're brand spanking new, like they're new.
Hold on, you put two things in the same sentence. They're brand new, but something might be cracked, so they're defected.
It's new products that come in and they test them to see before they put them out on the market. What are you doing?
He's covering up because Sharon walked behind him.
Oh, I didn't see. So it's brand new products.
You want to see a black woman with her do-rag on? You don't want to see a black woman.
I've seen it on TikTok.
It's brand new products from the distributor, the place that makes them, and sent to a store. The store has a quality control area that tests all these brand new products. If they don't work correctly, they may take them apart or whatever. And then if they still don't work, they throw them in the dumpster. They're still brand new.
Can I ask a really question? I'm in. Okay, let me ask you a really dumb question. Can you tell us what store this is? Because I have never been to a store that has taken brand new products that are shipped from the manufacturer and tested them before they sell them.
Yeah, there is a store that does that. There's actually 2 or 3 that do that.
Well, that store is dumb.
Chris, here's the deal. Go on. I'm going to tell you the Leroy answer, and then I'm going to tell you the correct answer. Because you're a special guy. The Leroy answer is leave it alone.
Okay.
The other Leroy question is go on.
The other Leroy answer?
The other answer is go on eBay and look up go on Google and look up what breaks for that drill the most. So if they say, oh, the trigger is always bad, take the trigger apart and sell the trigger. Look what part of that, the top 3 parts of that drill that are selling the most.
Okay.
And sell those and leave the rest alone.
Okay.
So here's my response to that as well, though, because when you look at that from that point of view, what Leroy just said is check and see what one sells. But you also have to take into account the other piece is it worth taking the time to do that and take them apart? Because
I'm not taking them apart. I'm going to the dumpster and getting the stuff out of the dumpster.
No, but is it worth your time to sell a $5 trigger that you got to go spend an hour digging through to find?
What was the first answer?
Leave it alone.
Okay. All right, here we go.
You have to weigh it out, but we got to play another one.
Before you play this, Teresa's got to tell Mr. Sadie where the 2-headed chicken is.
So when you look at the figure on your computer, at least when I look at it, the wolf is here, and right here in front of the wolf is a 2-headed chicken by the fence. It's a body and 2 heads.
Look to the bottom left of the wolf.
Okay, you do it. I'm going to take a picture of it.
All right, here we go.
Oh, I missed it because the thing was up still.
Yeah,
One more time.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to make a comment about the other piece I just noticed.
Now you're going to have to.
2-headed chicken.
Now you got to play rat another two one also.
Is it also 2-butted?
No, it's got 1 butt.
It's got
it only has
heads.
2 legs. I don't know where the butt is.
2 legs, 4 eyes, 2 heads, 2 beaks, 2 butts.
John, I need to go empty my innards. I will be back in a minute. Sorry, Chris. It's just one of those days.
I mean, that's Chris, just the way I talk. I can't help it. Innards of anything.
Well, I asked about innards and somebody's grandson's watching, so I can't answer my innards.
What about this, Chris? What about this?
Ooh, look at that.
Yes, man, I love that, brother.
Oh, is that 3 PCO?
That's an at. Man, what's wrong with you?
That's PCO. That's PCO. That's R2D2.
Somebody's missing a baseball game for this.
Is that R2D2?
I'm sorry. I'm not sorry.
Scott, hey, ask the question in the chat and I'll be more than happy to.
Yeah, so I got 2 of the things I've always wanted from my childhood in that trip we just made the other day. One was
and you're gonna play with them for a minute and then sell them?
And then the other one was this
Millennium Falcon.
Yeah, the Millennium Falcon. So yeah, I got 2 of those things. Also got a TIE fighter. I got an X-wing fighter, land speeder. Yeah.
Yeah, it's that. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So I have to say, bless your innards, Chris.
Bless your innards.
Innards. That's what somebody says. A Topher to English dictionary.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Innards and chitlins are close.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'm going to keep it for a little while. I'm going to keep them at least for a little while. Yeah, regardless of how much they're worth. So,
wait a minute, who's BP?
I don't know who's BP.
Explain why BP is a genius.
Oh, bearded picker.
Oh,
it takes a genius to figure
he
that
says
out.
Corey. He thinks Corey is a genius, not bearded picker.
Is a genius. So look, since bearded picker's in the chat, I'm gonna read something he just texted me. He said, "Can you explain to me how to take that part off a Keurig?" So
watch a video.
I did. I
YouTube.
watched the video.
No, not you. No, not you. He asked you how to take that part off.
Actually, I texted him and asked him and called him when I was doing it, and he told me the same thing. Watch a video. But I can tell you guys real quick. So on the Keurig, you got the K cup part right there. You know, y'all can go to sleep, whatever. So that piece will come off. You know, all you gotta do is the little plastic cover that comes over the top of it. You just pop it off, and then there's 2 screws down in the side of it. You screw those off, and that whole thing comes right out. So, but you can't tell us quick. I'm done, Corey. I just told you real quick. Less than 2 seconds.
Less than 2 seconds. That was
2 minutes.
Who's Joni?
Hey, I sold something really cool this week. Shipped it out yesterday.
What was
What'd
it?
you sell?
It was it yesterday, or we talked about it Tuesday, I think. I shipped it out Tuesday morning.
Your cartoon?
Yes, I sold.
You just gave away your whole video. Your whole video.
Well, all I gotta do is read the thumbnail, and they'll figure it out.
Hey,
I sold some 1969 comic strips.
You're supposed to blur out what you're holding. That's the
you don't know that?
Hey,
no,
I'm sorry, Joni.
ChatGPT's been making my thumbnails lately.
Has Commonwealth Picker not taught you anything, Chris? You don't talk about anything in your video, any place other than on your video. You just make allusions to it.
If I really didn't like my stuff, I would start talking about his video today, but I'm not gonna.
I wonder if I could. I wonder if I can ask ChatGPT to make an illusion of, a thumbnail that's title that's an allusion to what my videos are about. Did that make any sense? That didn't make no sense.
That alludes to what your video is going to be about?
Yeah.
No, you just blur it up. Go watch Resell the Ride. A few of her thumbnails do that, where it's like, oh my God, we found this. And then they blur it out.
I don't have the blur option.
Just make sure you hold it up here and not down here when you blur it out.
If someone told me that I wouldn't be on a list, blur out what you're holding. What? Yeah, I don't have that. I don't have the blur out option.
Leroy, where'd you go?
He's blurred out. He's got that option.
He's eating.
So anyway, we talked about some good stuff tonight.
We went garage sailing today, and have you ever been to those garage sales where they print off eBay listings and put it with their crap? You know what I'm talking about?
So where was that? I was reading the chat.
Quit reading Corey's comments.
I am, but I don't know what he means because I don't have a blur option on my editing thing.
Option is some Corey. You do it on your picture, like your thumbnail. How do you create your thumbnail?
I take a picture. I take a screenshot of the thumbnail and then I add words to it.
Yeah, on your thumbnail, your screenshot where you add your letters to, you can blur an image on your photo.
I don't have that editing option.
Okay, I don't know. I can literally hear Corey saying that. I don't know. I don't do our thumbnails, so I can't answer that.
Well, maybe I can ask ChatGPT to blur out a certain portion of the thumbnail.
Maybe you could.
I'd like to hear that conversation. No, not that part. The other part. Do the other part, not that part.
So we went to garage sales today.
Yes.
And they had printed eBay listing.
Yeah, nice. Okay.
As soon as I see that, I turn around and walk out. I don't even shop the rest. I don't even care what else they have. I walk out.
Yeah. I went to an estate sale just right before I jumped on here and found a box of commentaries for the New Testament. Paid $20, should get about $170 from them. So it was a good day. And I only went because Isaac wanted to go, and then I wound up walking inside and found those. So I'm glad he drugged me out for a few minutes there.
Good. We went to 2 neighborhood garage sales today. And then tomorrow we're going to a citywide garage sale that has like 25 garage sales for the big old city.
Big old city.
What are you talking about? Everyone knows this.
Everyone knows this, Chris. Yeah.
No, but I'm not that dumb. Yes. I know people don't put petroleum jelly on their camera and then retake the photo. That just means you're blurring out the whole photo because you can't mix the two together.
You gotta strategically figure out where that spot's going to be and just put a little dollop of it right there in that one spot.
Yeah. Look, this is for you, Brad.
Put your thumb over it. Then retake it when you take the picture. Put your thumb over it.
Good deal.
Man, I don't.
You know, you could
you
could just put like a question mark over it or something.
You could
size it or do whatever.
Look, look, my thumbnail says I sold a 1969 comic strip. That's what my thumbnail says.
And you showed the comic strip, so now nobody has to watch your video. They already know.
They don't know what it's sold for.
How much it sell for? How much? Oh, he outsmarted you then. How much did it sell for, Chris?
What?
How much did it sell for?
Watch the video, Brad.
Hey, look at him. He's a fast.
Dude,
he's a quick
just go find Chris's store and search sold comp.
No, don't look up my store. Please don't look up my store.
That's the way around it.
Leroy visits my store 50 times a day and just absolutely ruins the algorithm on it because he don't buy anything from it.
Leroy.
You don't have any of the tools he needs.
You don't have any more $1.99 stuff for Leroy to buy.
Yeah, I don't. I probably don't. Well, I got plenty of 99-cent stuff he can buy.
Yes, John, you can. You absolutely can.
KY
or any other brand.
Can you use KY asking for
really just a matter of preference. Which one do you prefer?
Hold on. Do you guys want to know something about KY jelly?
What do I not want to know about it? Maybe that's a better question.
No, this isn't a bad thing. So you know,
this is not a bad idea.
Girls? Do any of you have girls, like daughters?
Yeah.
Leroy, you have a daughter, right? Okay. So when you're at the hospital, after you have your baby, and they put that nice little bow on their head, the little pink bow, they stick that on with KY jelly.
Really?
Yes, they do. So it's used for multiple uses. It's multi-usable.
You know, could you like stop and be like, hold up, I want y'all to use that petroleum jelly because I want her to be tough.
No, they use KY jelly because it dries hard.
They use it because it's water-based, but I want petroleum-based. I want good old American oil on my child's head. Can we use petroleum jelly, please? Not just water-based stuff.
Sharon said that's all she got there.
Sharon said what?
She said that's how she got there, the petroleum jelly.
Okay, this is going downhill. Stop. Tonight I'm telling my wife I'm getting out the cube because I'm going to put a bow in her hair.
Good bad, Sharon.
Worthless knowledge? I am full of worthless knowledge.
Worthless knowledge. Got any more?
I'm trying to think of my worthless knowledge. What else have I learned?
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Worthless
knowledge. Always. I'm full of worthless knowledge.
I'm also full of
asking Google questions.
What's the most worthless thing you know then?
Chris?
What? What'd you say? I was reading Chad's. I think Chad's behind. He said, I heard that the person that clicked on the item but doesn't buy it is chartered the 10% when it sells to the next. Oh,
Chad, we had that conversation early on. You got to go back and watch the replay.
He left that comment like when we were having that chat, I think.
Did he?
Oh, did he?
Because I went back and looked. He had sent me a message, so I went back and looked. And he had, so let me go back.
I'll put the comment.
I do remember. No, I remember seeing that. But no, that doesn't sell it. Yes, it does get charged to the next person that buys it. No, it doesn't get charged to the next person. It gets charged to us.
I'm just waiting until eBay makes a move that everybody applauds, something like they did with Mercari. Like we're going to start charging the buyers all the fees or something, which would be disastrous. But
well, look at what I'd be curious. I need to go out. I should have done a look up before everybody decided to bail on Bonanza and see how many users were on Bonanza until they updated that fee thing saying that they were. But see, what I don't get on that is Etsy charges 20 cents per item, right? But it's for 3 months. So you're paying like 6.5%, 6 point whatever, 6 point some cents per month to list your item. But Bonanza comes in and they're like, we're going to charge you 20 cents a month to list your item. Etsy is way bigger than Bonanza. So what? Okay, yeah, 4 months. Sorry. 20 cents for 4 months. So you pay 5 cents a month.
Look, I got something off topic. I really do. So, oh my
wow.
Leroy.
Leroy.
Look at him coming through and wow.
Man,
we're gonna have
Leroy. We sure do. Real quick, let me say something real quick though, because I had this up before that. Mary, I like your comment, but I'm trying to figure out how to take the comment seriously with your photo of the dude with the mustache and the hat. That's awesome picture. Now,
all right,
Leroy, what one do you want?
I'm going to give Leroy, if he wants 2, we'll give him 2 at that price.
I don't want nothing.
I'm going to give him
the definition of the wherever he's from innard.
Put it in your innards.
I don't know how to spell it.
Put it in
I did the best I could.
You spelled it right. You just left out the S.
All right. I'm going to give Leroy. Leroy is the one who requested this one, so we're going to give this one to him.
Who owns the little boy? Whoever owns the little boy, send him to the bathroom.
You gotta get it to him twice, Brad. He loved that.
Nobody
can see. Nobody else can see what we saw. That was awesome.
Who is the little boy's somebody's grandson is watching?
Mary McQueen's grandson was watching.
Is he still watching, Mary?
Mary, is he still in here?
Look at yours, Mary.
No, nothing in the last 15 minutes.
Oh God!
Look. The letter in her.
The day was choking you.
Okay, he's in the other room.
Okay.
He's in the other room.
If any of you people go on YouTube and listen to 2 turtles having intimacy, that is what's
coitus?
going on.
You mean coitus? They're having coitus. Most kids don't know what that means, so say coitus.
Coited, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that is. So, Leroy, have you ever watched Big Bang Theory?
I'm not answering this.
All right, wait a minute.
The guy on Big Bang Theory, Sheldon, he always says coitus, not intimacy. He says coitus.
Hey, John, put another one in here for another video.
Yeah, I'm gonna get him. Here we go.
I can't do this anymore. I'm signing a petition. We need to change these sounds. All these sounds are animal intimacy sounds. From Pastor Brad, from probably his worst saints. I'm one of Brad's saints. From one of his worst saints, that's one of the worst saints in the world. That we can't have those noises. Those are not.
But not everybody knows that unless you're a farmly person. Not everybody knows what that sounds like.
If your hair's screeching and stretching, then it's not.
DM ephemera. You already know what that is. Therefore, I'm not gonna explain coitus interruptus.
Shut this off, and
I ain't gonna lie to you. You have to tell me off the show because I can't even pronounce those words. He just
if I shut the screen
Leroy,
off,
Chris, it says coitus interruptus. Google it.
If
Google
I
it.
shut the screen off and I say, Sharon, don't touch me there, stop it.
I'm going to have to start rating this show rated R or something like that. We're going to change the rating on this show. Coitus.
Oh no.
I'm gonna go get some
Oh no. Oh no.
Shut your mic off, Chris. Shut your mic off. He's got to look at the screen to see
is your virus protection up to date, Chris?
Huh?
Oh, goodness gracious.
It's a method of family planning. That's what it says.
Stop. Do not repeat anything else it says.
No, as this always says, is a method of family planning. I mean, what are they planning?
Chris, now you're the reason we need to turn this to
Leroy
rated R, not PG.
2000.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and redo the rating on this one. Yep.
Oh,
you typed it.
But I will hold on though. I will say that we got a lot of reselling talk done in the first half of our show.
We did.
I wasn't here.
Yeah, when you weren't here, Leroy, we were actually talking about
the new eDay update and everything.
eDay update.
I'll tell you, we talked about eDay update.
What is eDay?
Look, John says, John wants me to make a video teaching hillbilly words.
Yeah.
Hey, so we did that on not hillbilly words. We did that on TikTok with new, like the slang that kids use nowadays. That was hilarious.
Oh, I seen that video. Yeah, y'all talking about words.
Yeah, the slang that kids use nowadays. Like Corey will still go walking around. He's like, "That's sus."
That's what?
That's sus.
Sus?
Yeah.
Yeah, it took me about a few years to figure out what that one was. Because my granddaughter kept going around, that's just sus. I'm like, what do you mean sus? It ain't us. What are you talking about? You know, and finally she explained to me that it was suspect or something like that, suspicious or something. Rad's got one, no cap. I don't know. Does that mean no capital letters or what? I mean, what is no cap?
Don't throw too many. Chris's word of the day is coitus, and so we need to just we need to stop there, give him a couple years to figure that one out, and come back. So,
what did Corey say? You type that in, you better be. I'm assuming it's something vulgar, so I won't look it up no more. Yeah, Mr. Sadie, I'd be worried about your search history. Not Mr. Sadie. Who was it that gave me that? An ephemeral, wasn't it? I don't remember. Nothing. If you're
gonna get spammed by some inappropriate stuff now.
I probably so. I'll have to redo my algorithm on my phone again.
Hey, Teresa.
Every time I look up something, I don't know what it is, and it comes up being some kind of crazy stuff.
Are you sure you guys don't regret bringing me on?
No, we love you here.
Teresa.
What?
Do you see my anniversary present right there?
I see flowers.
Yeah, I got flowers.
Sharon gave you flowers?
I gave flowers.
You gave Sharon flowers? I don't do flowers because guess what? Flowers just die.
They do.
And I'm very upset because we have a lilac tree. So I love the smell of lilacs. We have a lilac tree right outside our window, but it blooms. And it was only bloomed for like a week and a half, and now it's dead.
Yeah.
I need a longer lasting lilac bush.
Lilac. Wait, what does it do? Does it got
flowers? It's a lilac bush. It's a flower.
And it has small flowers inside.
Chris, do you really not know what a lilac is?
No. They might be called something else here.
No, they're called lilacs.
Okay.
Lilac, what we call them, I think. We call them
lilac. I call it a lilac. A lilac.
A lilac. Okay.
A lilac?
I know what a lilac is, not a lilac though.
No, we call it lilac. Lilac.
So y'all can't be hollering at me about.
Nobody calls it a lilac.
When we
Hi,
got
Corey.
Lilac.
Hi, Corey.
I think lilac.
Lilac.
Right.
Lilac.
This is a lilac.
Yeah, we got those.
That's called a lilac.
No, it's called lilac.
Lilac.
Lilac. And y'all make fun of me about how I talk.
Chris, how do you say popsicle?
What'd you say?
It's
a popsicle.
A popsicle?
A popsicle.
A popsicle.
Yeah.
Oh, who got it?
That's Brad.
I had one a little bit ago for $15.
Nice. Hey, what about the auction?
Nice. It sounded like you said nice.
So I got auctions.
Nice, man. Great.
Our auction probably ended today because we didn't have any sales. No, but not even an offer on it.
Teresa.
Yep.
Teresa.
Leroy.
My eBay sucks.
Have you listed lately?
How was your day?
That's what I thought.
If you list some of them innards of them tools you got, you'll be all right.
How dare you just cut through all the noise and get right to the answer, Teresa? That is just
because Leroy knows that I'm going to ask when he says my eBay sucks. Have you listed lately? But Leroy did good at the flea market this weekend, so I'm proud of Leroy for that.
So if the auction ends at 6:47 p.m. PBT time, that's it.
EBT.
Did he say EBT?
P is in Peter.
What the heck is PBT time?
Or Pacific.
Is that
PT
Pacific
would be
time?
Pacific time.
So that would be 9:47 my time. So
I don't know. All I know is standard time.
I got one ending in an hour, and it's got one bid on it.
Just add 3 hours to whatever time it is here for you, and that would be PD time.
Teresa.
Leroy.
EBT time is electronic benefit transaction time.
There's a guy. So speaking of that, there's a guy that's on TikTok that he calls out the EBT. What does he call him? EBT something. He calls out all the people who complain about not getting their benefits.
Look, I'm going to tell you something. I seen some people on TikTok talking about they getting $6,000 in food stamps. Who does that? How do you do that? I mean, that's crazy. You get $6,000 in food stamps, Leroy?
Yeah, eat better tonight. Oh, I like.
Me and you gonna have to talk on the back room. Me and you gonna have to talk if you're getting $6,000
in the innards. In the innards, we're talking the innards.
I like to know how to do that. That's just crazy. I mean, what do you do with $6,000 in food stamps for a month?
24 hours a day.
I can't buy that much food in a month.
Hold on. How do you get that? You keep popping out babies that you can't afford to raise.
But there's no way that I can spend $6,000 in food in a month.
Well, not. I mean, if it was me and my 3 kids back in the day, like teenagers, that wouldn't be a problem.
You don't think so?
No, I'd eat. I can't eat steak every day, but I'd eat steak every day. Sirloin, $25 times 5 people.
Listen.
No.
The only way you can get that kind of money in food stamps is you have to be a liar, a sinner, and.
Did you say a liar and a sinner?
Yeah.
A crook. Okay. A crook. Yeah. You're doing something wrong. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I agree with that 100%.
You're working the innards.
I mean, them videos, man, and they're sitting in a BMW and wearing.
But you know the sad piece of it is, I'm sitting here pointing at everybody with a marker. The sad piece is, it's some of those people that are getting those funds are turning around and selling that stuff for cash. So they get $6,000 in EBT, and they turn around and sell. They go in and buy the groceries, and they sell them to the people for cash.
Yeah,
or they sell the $6,000 EBT
card. They get half of it. They get $3,000.
No, you can't sell your EBT card because that's what it's loaded on every single month. You use the same EBT card every single month.
Don't be hating on the resellers.
Earned big time. I like Corey's. Corey's is the best.
What?
I get $6,000 from EBT. Earn big time.
See, y'all, I'm done. Y'all cannot make fun of how I talk no more when y'all can't even complete sentences.
Well, that's just because I'm drunk.
Why you drink before you get on the show?
I'm just kidding, dude. I'm just kidding.
I
haven't had a drink in like 5 years.
I get hammered before I come on this show.
I got to deal with Chris.
That's the only way I come on the show.
You're right.
Well, I mean, look. I mean, the next thing you know, we're gonna have Shane on here with his glass.
I gotta say this. We must be really entertaining tonight. Do you know why?
Why?
Because lately I've been watching the last few shows and we've had 24 people in our shows. Tonight we have 26 right now. 26.
Well, my thing's
not 24.
lying. My thing's lying to me then.
I have it pulled up right here. Oh, no, it dropped. It went to 19 because I didn't refresh.
That's what I see is 19.
But we had 26 at one time.
That's awesome. That's awesome. See, you've improved us.
They left when we started talking about turtle coitus.
Yep. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Well, Corey, you're in luck. Teresa should be hoarse and exhausted after this show. Okay, I don't know who the DM ephemera is, but he or she, whoever it is, has been dogging on me all night.
They dog on me too. They the first comment they put in there, have I missed the Pick on Chris show yet?
But I will say this. I will say this. So he or she spelled my name right. But FYI, anybody that knows Corey, there's no E in Corey's name. It is Cory.
That's how I have it in my phone.
Oh, okay. Sorry, John. Did I miss? Hold on. I missed that part of the show. If you are interested in selling live, please follow thedollarauction.com. Come on over to thedollarauction.com and you can host your own dollar auction.
Man, John.
We need to set up some ad reads. Also,
he asked for it.
Hey, Teresa.
Also, tonight's show is brought to you by Wolfman's Goodies. If you haven't visited Wolfman Goodies eBay store, go that way. Check out his channel. Check out what Becky's wearing this week and see the hat of the week.
Sharon just went.
There you go.
Sharon just went in the freezer to get me another popsicle.
That's a lot of sugar, Leroy.
Hey,
hold on,
Leroy.
That's a lot of sugar, Leroy.
You're gonna lower the temperature of your innards below what's standard.
That doesn't make any sense, guys. Look, I'm gonna explain to you what innards are. I mean, y'all can't.
We don't need you to explain what innards are.
Hold on a minute. I'll show you what the innards are.
All right. Oh, hold on just a second.
Shut him off. Shut him off. Shut him off.
Oh, I can't. Oh, where's he at? Where's he at? He'll put himself back on. Let's see. I see.
Oh, that's gonna be great.
As long as he doesn't show us what his innards are.
See, she got me an orange one. I didn't want an orange one.
All right, I got one when it comes. All right. He's back. He's back.
Check this out. So, like, this is a floppy disk drive, okay? The stuff that's inside this floppy disk drive is called the innards.
No, it's called innards.
Innards.
Innards. Okay.
That's what I said.
Quit saying innards. You need to just say inner stuff.
That's what I said. Innards.
Chris.
What?
If you go to jail, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna meet a guy named Bubba. That was my dad's name.
I don't meet nobody like that.
Brad, go pray for me. He's gonna show you all about your innards.
My favorite Metallica song is "Innard Sandman."
What is that rolling across?
Welcome to the Buck Mountain Innards show.
Brad. And I can't figure out how to take it off.
Did it just click what I said?
Oh my goodness.
Where's that thing at?
He took it off.
Oh, is that really playing? Can y'all hear that?
We all hear it. We all hear it.
Sorry. I was trying to figure out. Brad took it off already. All right, enough making fun of Topher tonight.
Topher.
Oh, so how was your guys' week in reselling?
It was good. I actually put the store on vacation for like the day that I was gone, so Tanya wouldn't have to ship anything. And but sales kind of were like hit a tiny little lull, and then they're back up again. They've been good.
I'd say that one day we had a $1,700 sale, so I'm not complaining.
You say 1,700?
Yeah, sold all them baseball cards.
So we sold to one guy. We sold initially last week. We sold $850. So 5 boxes of cards.
Yep.
And so when I list those cards, I only list so many quantity. I only usually list 5 or 10 quantity because I don't want them to, I don't want them to know that we got like a couple, 100 boxes of these cards or whatever. So I just listed 10 of them. I had 5 that were left and he bought those 5 and I saw they were sold out. So I went in and listed 10 more and he came in and offered me the same price for 10 more that he.
Did you list another 10 more?
No, not yet.
Why not?
Because I want him to get these 3 packages first.
Yeah.
Make sure there's no issues with them before I go in and list them more.
Yeah.
So I think his other ones, I got to go look. I think some of them should have been delivered today.
Corey just called me stupid on the sly.
Stupid on the sly.
He didn't call you. He was talking about all of us.
He called us stupid on the sly.
That's okay. I call him stupid all the time.
Man, I don't care what anybody says about me as long as they spell my name right.
Yep, me too, Brad. As long as they are inured right with my name, I'm good.
Yeah.
Oh,
the first box of 5 cards was delivered today at 12:26 p.m. whatever, Massachusetts time.
Oh, Massachusetts!
Did you get positive feedback?
Not yet.
I would message him and be like, "Hey, we thank you for your purchase and we greatly appreciate it."
No, don't do that. Don't do that, Chris,
to continue to have great service, we would love to hear feedback.
Chris!
No, I don't ask for that.
Chris, don't ever ask for great feedback.
I don't ever ask for feedback.
No. Well, technically we do. We do in a roundabout way. So in our thank you note that we send, we request feedback that way. But we don't reach out to them because if they don't read that and they just throw it away, I don't worry about it. But I'm not going to send them a message and say, hey, you should leave me feedback. The guy, so did I tell you about no, I guess if you watched our video, then you could have seen it. But the guy that opened the transistor radio thing.
Yeah, that turned out good for y'all.
And fixed it himself. Yeah, but then I say he demanded feedback, but Corey says he just said, can you leave feedback? That's not what he said, though.
What did he say?
Oh, hold
on. Leave me feedback or I'm going to give you negative.
No, he said, now leave me feedback. So it was now, leave me feedback.
Oh, maybe he just meant now, just leave me feedback.
This is the problem with text in general.
Yeah.
You have no idea what tone it was said in, and you tend to hear it in the mood. You hear it in the mood that you're in, or the way you think.
Amen.
There you go. That's it.
I have a lot of RBR moments.
I love in the mood that you're in. You're absolutely right.
I love you. Oh, they're being facetious. Oh, I love you. I really love you.
Corey said Teresa reads everything in an angry tone.
I don't. Happy birthday texts are fun.
Happy birthday.
Brad, when's your birthday?
January 23rd.
Chris, when's your birthday?
March 14th.
Took a while.
Leroy, when's your birthday?
May 28th.
Oh, your birthday was
Yesterday was your birthday, bro.
Yesterday. All right, everybody ready? We got to sing happy birthday to Leroy.
Okay, ready? On 3. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday
to you. Happy birthday to Leroy. Happy birthday to you.
Did you read Todd's thing? eBay feedback should not sound like sexting.
or happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Or
happy
birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
It ain't even my birthday. Hey, but you know what, Leroy? If that's the day it truly is, you share a birthday with 2 of my nephews.
No.
One on each side.
Yesterday was not Leroy's birthday.
But he got a song out of it. So
you jackleg.
Three
so
songs.
Everybody else's birthday is past except mine is coming up.
What?
Mine is the only one that's coming up.
Mine too.
Like in the near future.
When's it coming up?
August. That's the next one. We're going to have a party. Ooh, awesome. Is it a Thursday? Hold on. I got to look and see if it's a Thursday.
Hey, look, Brad, you're going to get sued. That is copyrighted. What's copyrighted? The birthday singing?
Happy birthday song.
Is it really?
I think.
Hey, guess what? Red Relic's birthday is one day after mine.
No.
But how old is he? What year were you born?
I'm going to do my best, Chris.
What year were you?
Nice.
Yes, mine is the day before his.
Well, what year was you born?
1977.
So far, I'm the oldest.
Leroy,
that's not something to be proud of.
He came out the same year as
Leroy. What year was you born?
1974.
Who, Leroy?
Yes.
You're not the oldest.
Chris was born in 1949. Look at Jack Frost says go 77 too.
Brad, what year was you born?
74.
I'm a 73.
So you and Leroy are the same age.
I was literally born in the few days after the Miami Dolphins' last Super Bowl win.
Is that why you like them so much?
No, it's a different reason. But
so hold on. So Jack Frost's name is Josh.
What's up, Josh?
Oh, hey,
Josh. Is that what I'm reading? That it says it's Josh. Okay,
now,
so
is it Josh from Rebellious Roads Resell, or is it just Josh? Okay,
I'm pretty sure that's not Josh.
I didn't know if it's
me.
Ages.
It's me.
Ping was not born in 19.
It is Tara and Josh. So now we know that.
What the heck?
So Jack Frost is Josh.
Thank you again for supper the other night. Thank you again for supper the other night.
Ping is the matriarch. Ping is the matriarch of all.
So on this panel, I'm the oldest. I was born in 73.
Yeah, but Ping is the matriarch.
We love you, Ping.
Yeah,
the
Ping
international woman of mystery has been kicking it since 1948.
Alias Burn. Nice. Yeah.
Alias Burn. What does that mean?
Dude, you should have held on.
We all know that Josh is now Jack Frost and not logging in as Rebellious Roads Resell. So if Rebellious Roads logs in, it's Tara. If Jack Frost, whatever, logs in, it's Josh.
You know what? He might not want anybody to know that. And y'all
he's the one that
he
told
outed
us.
himself. He outed
himself.
Oh,
I didn't out him.
Okay.
So Sharon's going to be the big 5-0 this year.
Corey will be the big 5-0 next year.
Hey, my brother turns big about it. There ain't nothing big about it. I'm so old now, I forgot how old I am.
Ping.
My brother turns
miserable. Chris, why you gotta be miserable?
My brother turns the big 5-0 on July 4th, Independence Day.
Who does?
My brother. He's an Independence Day baby.
So we're all in our 50s. Is that what we're saying here?
No.
No, I'm not in my 50s.
Oh God, no! I'm not in my 50s.
No. I have a few years.
I didn't text that to you.
Can I say something?
I have 2 years to go yet.
Oh. Can I say something?
What?
Sure.
That was a wonderful, beautiful, heart-filling birthday wish. I'm sorry that I fibbed to you guys.
No, you're not.
But it was fun because you guys were like, "Oh, what's your birthday? Oh, what's your birthday?" I looked up at the computer. I said, "Oh, I should say the 28th."
Leroy, I'm never going to believe anything you say again.
Ever again.
Ever.
That was just
okay. So we're gonna get back to a few last reselling things.
Yeah.
Did everybody go sourcing this last weekend or this week so far?
Yes,
we know you did.
I have sourced for over 1,100 miles, probably. Top that. Anybody in the chat? Top that.
No.
Actually, I think
we already know. We know what you found, Brad. You found a whole lot of Playmobil and Star Wars and stuff.
I will give you one Playmobil Bolo to be on the lookout for. We didn't know it until today when Tanya was going through it because we never had one before. Playmobil hyenas are a little bit of a bolo.
Now I gotta go Google this.
How much of a bolo?
I mean, not huge, but like a little hyena will probably go for 20 plus.
What?
There was some that sold from France for like $62 or $64. So.
Oh, I sold a little people today.
Chris,
I got
rephrase that. You can't be selling people. Ooh, there's one in Spain listed for $15, or two of them for $39.
Yeah.
Holy cow!
I sold a Fisher Price Little People, Little Kingdom Castle Princess Dance Twirl Night Ball. Yep, I sold that today.
I don't think so, Ping. I don't think so, but it looks like it because it's kind of a cartoony looking hyena. So
the question is did it come from a certain set, or is it just an animal in general?
Hey, Tanya, you're in there watching. You're probably on a 7-second delay, but can you give us the answer? Was that from a particular set? I know it was from a particular set.
Oh, I can tell you it is. It's from the something SETNR Safari Landscape Desert Savannah Wildlife.
Okay. Yeah, so Ping, Playmobil, they do more than they used to, but they really don't do very many licensed properties. They have like Back to the Future. They did a run. They did a run of Star Trek.
They have Scooby-Doo.
They have Scooby-Doo, but they really don't have that many. It's not like Lego. They don't have that many. So
hey, I know you were a reseller, but do you think there'd be other is there like Playmobil communities that are like bougie?
Did you say like bougie?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're kind of snobbish. They're kind of snobbish.
I'm gonna give y'all a quiz about something.
Snobbish. Hey, I have two of those.
I picked this up for 25 cents. All right, it's cast iron. It's sold today. How much do you think it sold for?
$49.99.
No. I was gonna say 49. So.
Less than that?
$11.65.
No.
$25.99.
Grace close. $25.43.
See, we already had this conversation on how good I am at usually guessing prices because I guessed all your grocery store stuff the other day.
All right, if that's the case, how much did I pay for this? And I have not comped it yet.
How much did you pay for it?
Leroy paid $4 for that.
$10.
Brad.
How much did you pay for it?
Yeah.
You paid $3.
Chat. Nobody's close yet, and you guys can't say anything again. You guys are out.
Well, that's not fair.
Are we high or low?
King G says $2.07. Are we high or low?
No, I can't say.
Oh,
King G says $2.77.
Corey's gonna win.
We're probably fixing to get one. I think it's going to show up in a minute.
Free.
I got to show you this when it actually goes. Actually, I might go grab it.
Corey said $0 too, so Corey's wrong too.
Where you going, Brad?
He's going to get something.
Oh,
$8.
I was close.
How much does it go for? You don't know?
I have no idea. I really like some of that Arctic stuff.
What is it?
It's a swivel. It's a big hook and it swivels.
Yeah,
What's it made of?
Metal, steel.
What kind of metal?
Steel. It's probably 30, 40 years old.
How is it heavy? It should be heavy, right, Leroy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Tanya said this sold, but it hadn't come through here yet.
It just
Your
sold?
hyena?
No, not the hyena. Something different. I was going to show you guys.
Corey says you were going to list it, but you played hooky.
Fimmer wants to know if a pig was hung on it.
Tanya picked this up because it looked funky. Oh yeah, it did sell. I guess it sold while I was going to the estate sale earlier.
Hey, Teresa, I ran around the flea market today telling everybody I was hooked on reselling.
Corey tells everybody he's hooked on phonics.
You guys ready for this? Tanya,
show me, Leroy, or show me, Brad.
Tanya picked this up at a yard sale. I think it's homemade.
What in the world?
Let me put something in.
It's made out of nuts and bolts and stuff.
Paper mache.
No, it's made out of metal.
Let me put something in behind
Steampunk aughts.
It's made out of it looks like forks.
It looks like the flying monkey from Wizard of Oz.
That's super cool.
Yeah.
That tin can stuff.
Hey, Leroy, hold that thing back up again. Put it down a little bit. When something similar to it sold for $34.99. I think it's called a lineman's hook.
So how much did that sell for, Brad?
I'll have to look just a second.
Thank you, Teresa.
Lisa, it is better late than never. You missed a good show.
Yeah, Lisa, you got to come earlier.
It's sold for $22.
That's not bad for something.
Yeah, not bad.
So,
she might have paid a quarter, 50 cents for it. How much did you pay for it, Tanya? Let us know since you're watching.
So I paid up for it because there was a story behind it, but I just thought it was cool. Did you see that?
Hey, Leroy's over here throwing crackers.
Hey, Leroy, just try to lift your shirt up and go. Get it.
Still reaching around trying to figure out where it is.
Oh, my goodness. She paid $1 for it. She paid $1.
Y'all are killing me. You're killing me.
Okay.
You guys weren't supposed to see that.
So speaking of things like that, so you said that looks like it's like homemade or made by somebody in a whatever.
Yeah.
My dad used to take like vintage Singer sewing machines and turn them into tractors. Or tractors? I think they were tractors. Oh my God, Corey. Nobody read that out loud.
Hey, look right here. Lisa has a real job.
Yeah.
I just called into my other job.
Yeah.
Did you call in sick?
No, she said she got called into her other job.
I got called in. I read that wrong. I thought it said I called into my other job.
Yeah, it's not worth that.
People's calling in and work sick just so they can watch us.
Hey, we're pretty up there, you know. We did have like 26 people in here at one time.
Wow. We're going to hang our heads on that 26 for a long time, aren't we?
Hey, can somebody lock the door?
I wish there was a way.
Timmy!
I've never heard it pronounced innards.
Neither have I.
Innards, something
innards.
About
it's supposed to be innards, not inwards.
Yeah, but innards that's special.
Well, innards.
He's gonna go back and watch this and realize we were still talking about
inner.
Chris,
have you ever sold the inner pieces of a drill?
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you don't want to say pieces, then you say, have you ever sold the innards?
I'm dumb. I can't spell buffalo. Okay. I graduated. I got no education. Okay.
Hey, do you want to know what I learned about buffalo? Another piece of useless information. My daughter informed me that, you know, that there are no, unless they've been brought in, most of the animals that look like buffaloes in South Dakota are not buffaloes, that they're bison. Because buffaloes come from a different country. We have bison, not buffalo.
Chris, did you go pee?
Do you have to empty your innards?
Chris, did you have to empty your innards?
Innards.
Hey, he went outside to go pee, runs right in and sucks out his drink so he can pee again. Good dumb.
Man, gotta stay hydrated, man. Gotta stay hydrated.
See, right? I'm teaching everybody useless knowledge. I'm going to have to think on this, and we're going to have a useless information section in our video.
Well, my worst word that people don't understand is bathroom.
Is what?
Bathroom.
Bathroom.
Bathroom?
Bathroom.
Buffoon?
Bathroom.
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 That sounds like something my 2-year-old granddaughter says.
Yeah, I have to go to the bathroom.
Oh, I thought you were trying to say that Chris is acting like a buffoon.
Have you ever heard of an orange?
An orange.
An orange?
That's the thing
I have somebody that I know that does not say orange. They said orange.
Oh my God. I was
in Warsh.
Corey. Corey's in a segment. And we got 2 hours of it.
Corey, dude, you're sleeping on the couch tonight.
This is probably the best segment that we've ever had.
The useless information?
You wait till next week.
The whole video.
I am going to cook up something for next week that will get at least 1 laugh. So we'll do that.
Okay.
Of useless knowledge?
All right.
I can make that 1 laugh too, probably. So we'll do that.
All right, Brad. It's time.
Oh, is it time?
Say, get us out of here.
All right, everybody bow your heads and let's pray. And then Teresa, you be ready Teresa, to go, right?
Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready. After amen.
Okay. All right. We lift our hands in praise to the God of good eBay sales and high YouTube views. And we just pray, God, that you put a hedge of protection around our innards, that that nothing would come along and spill them to make them outyards. And Lord, as Leroy has partaken of much food tonight, we say a special prayer for him. We pray that, Lord, you look down upon us and keep our friends from us, for they might come upon us and take all our victuals from us. And we ask all these things. Amen. Amen.
Amen. Hasta la vista, you gotta just go.